Hello, everybody. Welcome to the review. It's 9:37 p.m. Finished watching the psychological horror film Longlegs. And before I get into the details of this review, let me go ahead and state that I do apologize for not having these reviews up in a consistent manner like I used to. This full-time work schedule is taking me a lot to get used to. I'm hoping that eventually at some point I'll be able to find the proper balance, allow me the time to watch certain films and to have these uploaded in a time frame that most people were used to when I had a lot more free time on my hands. And let's go ahead and talk about Longlegs. Longlegs is a psychological horror film that, upon watching the trailer, immediately there was a unique perspective gravitated toward that I fully embraced when I started recognizing various inspirations of, say, Silence of the Lambs, Prisoners, Hereditary, and even Seven. And take all those unique films, combine them together, and this is what you have. It's a story about the FBI who was attempting to find the they attempted to collect evidence and find the serial killer known as Longlegs, and who has essentially just disappeared. But these clues are starting to come back all over again because these cases are once again coming to fruition. It stars Micah Monroe, Nicolas Cage, Alicia Witt, Blair Underwood. Let me go ahead and state that if I did not know that Nicolas Cage was in this film, I would not have even recognized it. The fact that they kept his appearance so secretive was such a brilliant genius move that you could not, it more or less forced you to say, I have to watch this film, and you did. And so you have this character named Lee Harker, who is played by Micah Monroe, who you could, from the beginning, you could tell that there is something emotionally and mentally off about her as she's attempted to piece together these pieces of the puzzle concerning the identity of Longlegs and what exactly is her connection to these particular murders. And what this film successfully does, as far as building up and creating the sincerity of horror, it doesn't focus on the loud noises or the jump scares. I mean, there are some jump scares here and there, but it's never to the point to where it becomes drastically annoying. It is far more building up the tension, allowing you to feel uneasy, and it definitely succeeds as far as building up the atmosphere because there's a lot of creepy, disturbing imagery, sound effects that have you wondering, well, where's Longlegs? Because you have to remember there are times when there's a film focusing on a particular serial killer. It's always showing the serial killers. It's always showing the monster. This is all about showing the aftermath and leaving everything to your imagination as to what Longlegs looks like, what his personality is like, and when he does show up, you can't help but feel that much more frightened, uneasy, afraid to move. But Micah Monroe's performance gives off this naive, awkward, cold, distant, and her being this new fish out of water, this new agent in the field. There's this wondering within your mind: is she going to be able to handle these crimes that she's having to investigate, or if she is coming face to face with this monster? How exactly is how is she going to handle this revelation? And what I found uniquely amazing too is the inclusion of the Bible scriptures from Revelation. One of my favorite. That is probably my favorite passage from the Bible. But the elephant in the room, Nicolas Cage's performance is by far the most terrifying performance I have ever seen in cinema. Think of every single viral meme of Nicolas Cage at his most over the top, whether it's from comedies, action films, drama, what have you. You take all those elements from Nicolas Cage and put them in this film, and it's absolutely terrifying. If it was a comedy, it would be funny. This right here, he is so just wickedly sinister that if you didn't see his name in the credits, you would have even known it was him. That's how much he disappears into this role. And I have to say, he was just absolutely bone-chillingly frightening. I was afraid to even say or do anything when he was on the screen because you just never knew what he was going to do or say. And if he's not nominated for an Academy Award or an Emmy for this performance, I will be absolutely shocked because he is truly the definition of what it means to be completely and utterly terrifying in this horror film. Blair Underwood does a great job too. So does Alicia Witt. I mean, everyone involved in the project brings their A game when it comes to their acting performances. The atmosphere is very much similar, very similar to, say, Silence of the Lambs, Seven, Prisoners, Hereditary, and I found myself kind of started thinking about Silent Hill as well, because it definitely paints a very bleak and dark picture that is not boring as well. Because I mean, it just I've always been a fan of psychological horror films when they're investigating an unseen murder or in various crime scenes where it's forcing the audience to think outside the box and finding them play detective as well. So from then on out, this film succeeds in never being boring. It's very much a slow burn, but the slow burn still allows you to take in the character development and the information and the dialogue and the clues, that it doesn't feel as if that it's bogging down in the details. It does what it needs to do as far as painting the story. Having said that, I am going to say that this is probably the best horror film I have watched of 2024, and it's been a year of lacking when it comes to horror. So I'm going to say, as of right now, Longlegs is the best horror film of 2024. I'm going to go ahead and give this film a 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. If you have watched it, provide a like if you want to. Visit me on my Discord server, and I am hoping that I will be able to watch Twisters and provide a review for that. Once again, thank you for watching this review. Take care and peace out.